Hands can retouch. Okay, so gonna give this a try. I don't have anyone to moderate the chat, and I know there are, oops, plenty of trolls out there. So I have disabled the chat, I hope. Trying to get my tripod situated so it's straight, so I can work with my hands while I garden. This thing is super annoying. There we go. That's kind of even. So until it's not. So today I am annoyed with this thing. This thing is annoying. Trying to get the tripod centered so it doesn't tilt, because I need my hands to garden. Hi, hello. There, it's not exactly straight, but so what I'm doing today, and I learned this from another YouTube channel, is I am going to plant cucumber seeds in milk cartons that I've been saving all year. Have about 11 of them, split across the middle. I'm going to put the dirt in there and plant about 3 or 4, and then I'm going to tape them up so they work like little mini greenhouses, and they can withstand the colder weather to get a head start on sprouting cucumbers early while it's still a little bit chilly. I've been trying to grow cucumbers now for, this is going to be my 4th year. The first 2 years I started trying to grow them inside and replanting them outside. They died like both years. It didn't work at all until I kind of figured it out with this. Last year I got a good yield in my raised beds, and hopefully I'll get a bunch more this year, but so that's what I'm doing. Sorry about the camera and the logistics. I need my hands to do this, so I'm just gonna kind of turn the camera so I don't have to look at myself. And you can watch me potting them if you'd like. Thanks for stopping by. All right. So, oops, it's windy. The 2 type of cucumbers I got this year from Gurney's, I guess that shows up backwards. This is Pick a Bushel Hybrid, and Supremo hybrid. Last year I had a whole bunch of different varieties, and the thing is I didn't label what was what, and some of them I liked and some of them I didn't, but I didn't know what was what. So I just went kind of by pictures this year to try to get the same ones that I liked, but I'm not sure if they're exactly the same. Oh, we have a visitor. Say hi, Sierra. Oh, Sierra wants to eat the tape. That's not good. Say hi, Cece. Say hi. It's my little helper. She thinks that's a toy. I think we need to get her a real toy, because chewing up the tape is not going to do. So yeah, so I have a whole bunch of mason jars. I hope to get a lot of cucumbers so I can pickle them. We did pickle them last year too, a little bit. And another thing that I've kind of figured out with gardening for the last 4 years, you know, everybody says go organic, but honestly, my impression is gardening is really hard. And there's a reason hybrids are hybrids and people use them. They tend to grow a lot better for me. So I've given up the whole only organic way to go, because it's a learning enough curve just with growing something, organic or not. So fill the dirt up to the top. And I'm going to take about 3 or 4 cucumber seeds. Going to do the Supremo hybrid. About 4. Sometimes they just decide not to come up. Can you see the seeds? Sometimes they do, like 1 or 2 might not sprout, but so you always plant a little extra. I'm going to plant them about 1/2 inch down. Ooh, there's Aggie barking again. Okay, the seeds are planted in there, like so, about 1/2 inch down. Then I'm going to take my handy dandy eBay tape from eBay days gone by, and I'm going to seal the middle so it's completely sealed. This might be a little tricky because Sierra Sunshine got hold of it and chewed it up a little, but I think it's not so great. Okay. So sorry if there's not much to see on the screen. I'm not great with coordinating cameras and hands and tape and milk cartons. So I will show you the final product of what I'm taping in just a minute, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Though I'm sure you can imagine. I'm just taping that middle that I cut back up so that it's reasonably airtight, so that that cold late winter air can't get it. And it's just like a mini greenhouse. All right, so there you have it, eBay taped and ready to go. The little seeds are in there, and we just need to do that 10 more times, and we should have about, what, 3 or 4, give 3 or 4 times 11, about 33 cucumber plants. And then I'm just gonna plop it right into my raised bed garden there, which is an absolute mess. And I'm not even gonna mess with that raised bed garden until the weather's warm and I can actually plant it in the garden itself. It's still too cold for that. And there you have it. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's probably going to be boring watching. I guess I can just keep it running and talk, maybe. I don't know. Nothing to lose doing that. So I will do that. Not putting the camera on myself. Okay. So, what else about gardening? For the winter, I planted a bunch of brassicas that I seeds that I bought at Walmart, just cheap seeds. Like, I really wanted Brussels sprouts because I like Brussels sprouts. But the seeds that I thought were Brussels sprouts actually look like they turned out to be cauliflower. And it's only a little itty bitty cauliflower. And I don't know why I thought that they would grow faster than they do, but everything grows slow. And so the only thing I really got was one itty bitty cauliflower plant that's growing. And I planted them in November. The other things, I don't even know what they are or what they're doing. So I'm probably going to clean that out and plant spring stuff here in a bit. This year I'm kind of sick of the Sun Gold cherry tomatoes, even though they grow great. I don't really like them that much. I don't like eating them that much. Kind of sick of them. So I'm going to grow a ton of cucumbers and green beans. Figured out I can grow green beans pretty well, and they're pretty good to eat. And squash. I didn't have a great luck with squash the last couple of seasons. The plants got really big and they looked really pretty with pretty big yellow flowers. But I only got like 2 or 3 actual squash fruit things. So, gonna try to do better with that. So, and then lima beans. And I haven't had much luck with vine beans. So this year I tried bush limas, and I'll see if I don't have better luck with that. I started gardening about 4 years ago, and it's definitely like hit or miss and learn as you go. And it's a steep learning curve. It seems like when I try to follow directions and I try to do everything exactly as instructed, I don't get the best result. Strangely enough, the best results I've gotten is when I just kind of throw seeds in dirt and see what happens. Strangely enough. So I'm always surprised. Starting from last year, I let my mulch, because I have a, not mulch, compost. My composter, my composted for a year, I used year-old compost, and I did get a better yield. But I also got like 1 million volunteer tomato plants that grew up because of the compost. And also these weird like devil star mushroom things that are like really bright and look like a star and were really scary. And they ooze this brown goop. I guess it's supposed to imitate poop, and it smells really bad, and it was like kind of horrifying. And I had to dig a whole bunch of those up and get rid of them. But for sure those spring up because of the compost as well. So hopefully I don't get those this year. Those were pretty gross and bizarre. But anyway, it's pretty nice out today. It feels like here it's about, I don't know, in the 50s and the 60s. Actually, the sweater I'm wearing is getting a little bit warm. But it definitely gets down below freezing or almost at freezing at night still. You come out in the morning and there's frost on the grass, so I know it's too cool for a lot of stuff still. Okay, this is kind of distracting. It's making doing this a lot more difficult. I think I'm going to turn this off for now. Thanks so much for stopping by. Many blessings and happy gardening.